At the hold on to B. Foot all the way up through top mid. Nice flash will gain them that space.
Flickless is on high alert, the only player towards the spawn side of A right now, but that flank has been continued through both grubinho and Ara, now down towards tiles. They've both found a kill each, and FUT are starting to fall flat. Into the site they go. qRaxs has so much work to do, but he can't possibly. They're looking completely reborn. Into the bonus round, it's a quick one. Ara with the recon dart, going for the set piece, and it finds value yet again. Grubby involved, Zeus doing a great job to dig out those entrenched players deep behind the defenses of this.
Very forward and pushing all the way through B main.
Oh, Cloud getting
so. If we can keep this going, there is a paranoia to clear, but I don't think they use any sort of utility. They face it up dry, and luckily for FUT, they're able to get through it clean.
Westside making a late rotation with just the ghost in hand means that you expect him to path towards the attacker spawn side and get a better weapon if he can. Not in a position to interrupt the plant, and has managed to collect the Bulldog now to play out this 3 versus 1.
No utility to work with whatsoever. All 3 players of FUT playing close by one another, so that should be easy enough to get over the line. And it is
trailing behind the new duelist, the new face, the old one, I suppose, cNed joining up. This was really nice from GX to kick off the round, but the bigger conversation to be had, is how if Zeus is playing well, then FUT are going to succeed. That's what it took for them to get win conditions. The focus has to be on qRaxs as well and how he's performing. Zeus, he'll go down this time talking about.
This looks like a setup for a re-engage. Grubby takes the contact, even gets the kill. That stun comes in late, pushes the play.
Now it's a 5 versus 3 situation. 2 players down, Cloud still watching over top mid. Gonna get caught through the corner by cNed. And once again, it's only westside on the B site to try and defend this.
Still has his full setup though. The only thing that's gone is the camera, and he's looking towards CT so players don't catch him off guard. He's been caught.
Oh, marked. It's absolutely huge. And slipping around the side is cNed. Another kill from him. Ara does trade it out 3-on-2. Still GX in a strong position to make this retake happen. That's where MrFaliN needs to get involved and does. Jumping up is Ara, and it's MrFaliN yet again. Grubinho's still the player yet to be accounted for, but looking at the players on the FUT side, they should know where he is. A bit of damage gets through.
Trap play off the camera contact.
The flashes to set up Zeus. It is, as you say, it's the Hunter's Fury thrown in there as well, and westside's managed to find 2 kills. The ult firing off for 1 more. No extra tags of damage, but a 5 versus 3.
Goes back to FUT, but at the same time, Grubby's on the hunt.
And he's done this for the first 4 rounds or so, and still finds value. cNed backed up in spawn.
Because of the drone being heard, so that's where they're going to look to poke and prod, and they'll find Cloud.
Same value, slightly different position. It's top mid where FUT looked to scale late round, and now making their way through the alley at the back of A. The position of grubinho is absolutely key. He's still holding on to main and allowing a safer rotation for the rest of GX.
Yeah. And on top of that, this will almost feel like a crunch back on towards site. The only safe space being CT where Zeus is holding on.
Plant comes in, yetujey immediately pushed off of it by the paranoia. Able to take some space elbow elsewhere. Zeus finding his fight. Showstopper online, and westside's already low. yetujey's got himself another 2-on-2.
This is worrying because it's 2 spots, 1 Sheriff and a Classic realistically to come back in with.
And Zeus having the paint shells back up means that the delay will continue to creep. 3 kills claimed, and westside the only one left on what felt like a brilliant attempt from GX. He sat round the corner, so it's a hard clear to try and make. Both players just about within range of this Sheriff. Zeus 1 over.
And Ara's actually walked out of the door in mid. Not hit his shot, unfortunately, but look at the players of FUT. They're looking to try and descend upon this operator.
Yeah, it's a pace change, and Ara's really caught now.
Yeah, he is. Now managing to skate towards backside, and you're looking at westside to try and support as the utility does not hit. And well, we've also got the null command taking utility offline, but it's GX taking FUT offline, as it's just MrFaliN with no chance of getting that spike back or even bringing up qRaxs. A minute to play with, but does he even get a minute?
Flickless with a full util belt is still here to support.
Flash good to get him off of the angle, as we're seeing more ultimates invested from FUT this time, the Nightfall. And qRaxs' flash is perfect. Gets the site, opens it up, and grubinho nearly getting caught as well.
GX would want to flood, but they just can't get over in time. The delay wasn't enough from the site players. Now with the spike going in, it looks like they'll give it a go.
A little bit of chip damage through the shocks, but look at MrFaliN, his position in elbow as GX come back in through that spot. Grubby still not found, waiting for the one-way to drop is MrFaliN. As westside still to make his way through, make himself known, and finally collapsed upon. 1 versus 3 for the Cypher, who we know is good in clutches. Can he back it up here? And what feels like an impossible task. But on top of that, they still have bodies on the line to make this one work as the execute does come through. Whoa! The stun looks good, but it's still even across the board. And as a Cypher cam getting more information for the attack as they jump through the smoke. It's still a 2 versus 2, but grubinho is all on site alone as Ara tries to get in position to help him. FUT collect their forces as well.
Grubby has no paranoia to set up Ara either, so the GX players are just going to have to watch this one decay and take a back seat. The op's still around.
Time?
Very strong line here, and like you say, the time pressure's huge.
Yeah, it is, but the first shot missed. That could be a disaster and allow FUT onto site. But we're 8 seconds. There's only 3 to get that spike down. FUT are making this incredibly close.
No time.
As Grubby tries to run away, get away. And well,
bonus round by. Another slow start from FUT, but xeus is the point man. Top mid's where he'll go. And Grubby is looking to replenish the one-way.
How she swung out off the back of FUT trying to scale up.
He's the backstop.
Yeah, and
the most concerning part about all of this is it's that all-in purchase you were talking about, and it feels utterly directionless.
Yeah.
Yetujey's trying to right the ship. Look at the ults FUT had coming in, and we didn't really see anything done.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, like, I don't want to
piece from Grubby again.
I like this. Every single time that GX look to be aggressive, they'll seem to get something off the back of it, but Grubby's completely unknown. FUT, again, less scratching their heads as they go 1 player down. xeus still hasn't identified towards
No way!
And it's a crashing bomb! FUT, what is going on?
They're asleep at the wheel. They should have seen this coming. I mean, GX made this exact same play against Vitality when the Hunter's Fury was up. Cloud didn't invest it because there was no initial contact. But Grubby walks the full length of mid, gets a double spray, makes the rest look easy. And now cNed 1v5, but grubinho might just take 5.
Yeah, it looks to be the case as Grubby wants his ace. He knows exactly where cNed is as he tries to deny it, and he'll get it.
Trying to do the hard work. GX have been fleshing out their strat book, but as I mentioned, you're doing your prep, especially of GX on this map, which, may I remind you, for the first 5 maps we've seen them play,
he has the line that he wants, but paranoia will bring him off it. So this is nice, and has no way to re-engage. The null command comes through. This should mean that this is going to be the execute, as Aaron does well to get rid of yetujey. xeus is going to end up all even.
FUT can bring themselves into a post plant here, but you still have to consider MrFaliN trying to cut off the cross. Captain v Captain. Cloud cuts him down to size. And GX are already in position for this retake.
Yeah, and look at Grubby's TP. Look at where he's went in towards elbow. That's a perfect paranoia. As qRaxs goes, cNed left fighting for his life, and MrFaliN nowhere to be seen. He's sprinting, but they're defusing.
They knew where he was.
MrFaliN needs to get on and deny the spike, but he can't even.
And it's the same one they're going to go for here. Into the position of yetujey, and the drive-by from Our shuts him down. 4 players starting B behind the smoke have a lot of ground to cover.
Yeah, and you look at GX, they're going to have plenty of time to set up the post plant, and the utility, well, there's still nearly a full belt for Flickless.
Silver lining for FUT, they do have quite a bit of their own, including the combo between the Raise and Fade. Does drop in, GX with no extra ground. They are bodies on the site right now, but gearing up to duel towards Link, that's where MrFaliN will make his reprisal. The rest through the alleyway. It's Zeus up over the top, and he'll find yet another, but the trades are there. yetujey is part of this A-side lean. Pushing enough for them. GX are looking to hit the B site, and already qRaxs running into trouble, or trouble running into him, and actually, whoa, 3 with a classic! How on earth's he done that?
No idea. Spike though still to be collected, and FUT have time to come up with how they want to retake this site. As you look towards yetujey going to main.
No weapons picked up. As you've already mentioned, yetujey is starting to close the net, so the rest of FUT just need to keep them entertained, and the paranoia's hit both. That's the setup for yetujey. 5 kills.
Paranoia and set up. yetujey, yeah, unbelievable round all in. But what GIANTX doing? Not clearing backside like that? That's schoolboy error.
Oh, it's because, I don't know, did the dart miss? Hard to tell. Either way, pace safe card thrifty for FUT. Then immediately rotating, and they're looking to converge on mid, knowing this is where GX play from.
Yeah, but Cubby's not being cleared in the corner, neither has Ara, but he's not the one that got the kills, it was the smoker. It's now GIANTX look to pivot straight towards B. FUT hold on through the back site. There's no contact taken.
Already threaded 2 players through Boba, not yet out back site, has to respect the recon.
That's a defensive smoke, so it's denied any lines of sight, but GIANTX spammed through it. And now it's the pickup, cNed, the veteran, who needs to come up tops here. As he looks to go round the other side, he'll be able to get 1 for his troubles, but surely not anymore. No,
B then.
GX, they want to challenge this A main hold. Last time FUT tried to play aggressive, and FUT, well, I was going to trade out even in numbers. They're not even in terms of the players picked up. Just wants another go at this as the flash comes through, sets him up perfectly from qRaxs.
So FUT do get the better of the numbers from the A main duel. It's very well set up. Now they're looking towards elbow, seeing if they can gut grubinho.
And unfortunately, Grubby will not be able to live with that. Now, it's where they're looking elsewhere, in towards the AWP.
Yep.
GIANTX have been caught out twice.
When GX think that they can comfortably move into this position, cuts off the cross, finds a kill, and now Cloud is living on borrowed time.
30 seconds left and moving in towards a double.
But won't know exactly how many, but they've seen a couple already.
Yeah, and they're looking to try and hunt down the AWP. yetujey though, finding Ara, and well, automatically, this is looking brilliant. The ultimate's not hitting either, and FUT have done well already. They've got control of the spike, and westside and Flickless, well, they're on site, but with no means of finding the space, breaking it down. cNed's just waiting for an angle, a chance.
Repositioned really smartly here. Has a big fight to win against westside though. He's quicker on the trigger.
Yeah, well, there's still a flash in Flickless's pocket if he really wants to go for it. But there's still plenty of utility in FUT's pockets as well. As finally, oh, this is going to be a disaster. There's no way. His time's still ticking away. The Haunt will grab 1, nobody destroying it, and it's right on top of Flickless's head. The players all come through the one spot. So both players, both attack, look towards one position, and deal with FUT with what was meant. It's like an onion, mate. Plenty of layers. And well, right now, FUT want to change up the pace.
Like an ogre.
I know exactly.
It's a warrior's cry from Ara. Immediate A control. Cairo has muted himself because he's laughing too much. I make one Shrek reference in his day. It's just...
That's plenty. That is plenty. Right, spike goes down.
And they've got the Nightfall into the retake this time. They are a player down though, and if GX can do it 2v3, then
still
or v3.
I was about to say there was still an owl drone, so they can go and gain information, the attack here, which they'll get plenty of. So now you've got a proper idea of how FUT are coming back into this, but that's a big loss.
Oh, westside gets no value from the corner either. Ara down to 1, but gifted cNed's head on a platter. It has to be Ara, blinded and dead. I don't know if it's a bad omen, but GX are moving very quickly through the map. making inroads towards the A site. A dink onto qRaxs, and with him caught with his hands in his pockets, it's a chance for Grubby to strike, and Cloud holding up the other end. But cNed is still here. Turns his back, goes for the TP. Flickless cuts it out. That's the freest kill he's going to get all day. The spike is yet to go in.
Big amount of information through that neuro theft. Spike goes down, but Flickless has no way out.
He's stuck, but it's on foot to clamp down on this position. And he may just go over-considered here. Flickless is going to find value from the stun. No! MrFaliN playing in front, and it's on to westside! He is now steadily making his way over to B, with backside the goal here for FUT to try and flood back in.
Yeah, and well, the first of those ultimates being used. The Rolling Thunder from the breach, but remember there's also a Hunter's Fury for post if we get to it. Spike goes down, we're into post.
We know that Grubby's in the corner, the nade is here to try and phase out his position, but the aftershock helps to reinforce. Cloud in the corner, not yet considered, lining up two and setting up GX. The captain's done his job, and the rest are ready and waiting. 13 rounds, not all too far away. Yetujey has a lot to do. It's Grubby and Flickless standing between him. Yetujey immediately brings two players over to the B site like a magnet. GX will double down and continue to execute here, though.
Oh no, GX. They've been caught out on the re-entry. I mean, Cloud gets one through the Hunter's Fury, but ultis are missing left, right, and centre. And this buy, not convincing at all. Need players up close and personal. And FUT just quite struggling to get on the angles.
Yeah, Grubby finally goes for the ult, was hanging on to this one for a while, but didn't want to bail, give up on westside, who was stuck out in the choke. Seeing the rotation come through from both sides, huge 1v1 in the alley.
There's not a lot of utility either for FUT to come back in as Grubby gets peppered up.
But look at the HP on both of these GX players. They've been whittled all the way down.
Still, an info dart if they want to clear out, and well, the steps would have been heard. As both players make their way on towards Spike, there's the info dart to set up Grubby as he swings round, catches the player defusing, and Zeus now stuck in between two angles. Where does he try and fight first? Needs to tap the Spike, bait the players out, but it won't. GX though, they're going to go elsewhere. Feigning pressure. Now, they've got so much space through garage. And you look at that site setup, it's for backside control for FUT.
Yeah, already flooding in, 3 bodies, backside ready to receive GX on this execution, traps up, but it's westside with the first Flickless and grubinho to follow. Yetujey can't do a thing, he finds one, but that's it. It's MrFaliN against the world, and there needs to be player pressure behind this to remove those traps though.
qRaxs did have a stun ready, but the players of GX well in towards the site, and nobody's there to try and clear it. Back this up, they're all on the extremities, but as they do come through, they don't clear the close corners. Not expecting players to have such, or GX to have such control, and they're punished for it.
It's an absolute gift. Once both those traps go down, there's nobody from FUT to play off it. Now they're in a retake. This could be GX on the bonus.
Looks like it could be, and how do you even get back through? The smokes as well. And I mean, you look at cNed, he's all alone on towards that other side. The paranoia looked good, but the engagement's much better from GX. Now it's a 5 versus 1 up against cNed. Good for the first, good for the second. Oh, hello?
What? 3 players, C, a 4th swiftly arriving. It's going to be hard, but GX haven't really closed the gap here. Grubby has, but he's stunned.
It's TP towards backside, and GX, no, a quick pivot elsewhere on the map as there's 4 bodies on that C site for the defense.
GX really liking this B site, but not really knowing how to react to it, and Ara playing up close will be looking for a kill with the shorty, but cNed sits him down with the 1 rifle behind this defense.
It seems like they need to buy themselves something here, GX, and it's going to be through Cloud's Outlaw, but still they know where all the bodies are towards C-Link, and still they keep giving engagements to FUT, who are capitalising on it. Now it's all up to the captain, the IGL, and well, he's stuck with just an Outlaw to deny 4 players on towards this Spike.
Gonna need something ridiculous here, and Cloud is making it happen. Gets three.
I feel for me as well, if GIANTX... Oh, wait a second. We'll just talk about this A fight here, as both teams are going to send 4 bodies either side. There's 1 extra on GIANTX as they look to do the damage. And now qRaxs, well, he's going to get hunted down by that neural theft.
GX just posturing themselves, paranoia onto the site players so grubinho can make a quick exit. He is the spike carrier, and into the setup he goes. How many stuns are we getting out of this trap? That's 2.
I think that's all you're going to get. As yetujey almost catches Grubby out as he's still on the site.
He's still tagged!
Yeah, he's still known about, and they know exactly where he is. What? qRaxs had the perfect chance to collect the kill and doesn't.
That's insane. yetujey getting a full defuse here would be a little bit more insane. He has it half.
Yeah, but he's well revealed up in the camera, noting exactly his position. yetujey, he's trying to find something. He doesn't even know where grubinho has gone, and it's wasted.
And xeus made it all the way down long on C, but he's the first player to rotate. The high gear means he can get to A quicker. But we'll hope to have 3 players here before the execution comes in, but they might not be so lucky.
Trap still stays up, shock missed.
Okay.
Cloud taking a lot of damage in the meantime.
Welcome xeus to the fray. He does arrive. Only cNed here. Top of the box. Needs to get cleared. They do fight back through FUT. And they make a damn good go of it as well. They look good doing it. A 1v5 for Grubby. He's been great. Looks like we might see a mid-piece coming through from FUT here, but it's immediately put a stop to. Cloud delete. Want to walk down grass. That's the protocol. Group up 4 players strong. And do some dirty work off their own. Sleeves rolled up, qRaxs to collect. Both neons in the server removed.
They've also been able to deposit cNed towards that garage opening for a late flank if needed.
It's a mantra many live by. If all else fails, hit the B site, but FUT are ready. They know GX go knocking on that door. yetujey still lingering around in the back. He wishes that the hat had a serrated edge because it's done no damage. There is a trade. And Cloud thrown into the hot seat yet again, cannot.
Is where essentially the whole round is set up from, because then they're able to post cNed up in garage and go from there. This was a great dart from MrFaliN. That's going to be used for bind.
Yeah, great dart, really great. Yeah, I've seen you use that in our rank games a couple of times. That's where you remembered it from. The fantastic perhaps towards C because the GX push is incoming.
Yeah. There's still no bodies anywhere near the C site. FUT have been caught trying to gain that extra information. And well, the 2 players backside need to hold on for dear life, and qRaxs has done that. cNed's still not cleared. Finally is, but it's MrFaliN.
GX just want to go ahead and walk this one over the line because the macro have been good up until this point. They are playing really straightforward. yetujey's already found one. His trap's up to serve a second or a third. Flickless finally responding, but xeus is yet to be cut out of the corner. Playing in short, set up for 1, and swerving around to see if he can get any more. It's not possible. Flickless with an ult. And time to set up this plant.
1 flash, 1 stun, but that paranoia straight in.
Oh. cNed chasing him down. TP up here, indicative of FUT mid-aggression. There he goes, cNed with 1, yetujey the other. Mid. A 2-for-2 trade is not what you want if you're FUT, but the positioning they've already closed in on from window would be absolutely everything if Arrow wasn't a bloody lightning bolt. He's off.
Yeah, that he is. Grubby getting that CT space is going to be huge, you know, or have an idea about this flank, should do. But instead, no, planted for main, and that timing's going to be insane.
Hey, it's still quite slow from GX, but they should have a rough idea of where GX can be, and as soon as they clear out spawn side, then they're going to know.
Just playing on the edge of the smoke though, they're not moving through any further. Cloud is the only one to take contact, and look at how far away qRaxs is on that B site. Well, he's not just going to be able to catch out Ara as the players of GX try to move forward, and now it's up to the captain. No one noted by the L drone. qRaxs coming through. The flash looked great, and
to disturb the piece. Very quickly, things get pear-shaped. Grubby has to double TP, forced to exit, and Flickless covers his teammates back brilliantly. MrFaliN found through a cerebral spray. And very quickly, GX have already shifted the goalposts. They're looking for C, or at least to push players off that site.
Seems to be the case. Rolling Thunder to take the C link space, but instead they move into FUT players. Yetujey on the other extremity gets one of his own. And it's just all too central right now. Still equal though, and that's the most important thing as the spike begins to tick away.
Last player standing.
And grubinho caught in the smoke. Cloud once again left alone.
Same position.
Yeah, waiting for the next engagement as the spike gets locked on. Cloud
being a tell that it is just the Sova there. They do rotate over, but all the steps are heard by Grubby through middle, and he's set up the rest of his team for success.
It almost feels like a similar round to last time, but the players can't get out of garage for FUT.
The paranoia hit all of them. It's one less tool which will be had here for GX, as Cloud did fully forfeit A, and now needs to be diligent to clear MrFaliN. He isn't. Spike should be getting planted here.
Should be, but you've also got to be worried about the flank. And it's cNed that was trying to deny it, but instead, no. Spike goes down, and Arak has got all the information that is needed, dashing by one another, but grubinho's still not spotted as the players drop out of heaven. A 2 versus 2, and Flickless trying to work with grubinho. It doesn't look as if it's going to work their way.
They've dropped back to site as the pressure's being made elsewhere, but Grubby will have to settle.
I mean, westside trying to keep his tenure here, but that paranoia denies that. But he's still able to get a kill, and the 2 players coming out of backside is Flickless and Ara. The 2 that usually play the duo, the initiator and the duelist, but Ara's trying to do it all himself, and he's getting caught out by utility. Tap of the spike, see if they beat out a peak, but with time so low, there's a chance that Cloud could deny it.
Ara has struggled. This change to the Neon, where previously in other competitions we had seen him on the jet, knowing this is an agent of comfort from him, from the interview given by Billy earlier as well. It's going to take someone to do something massive in this round. Earth-shattering even, because for already in post.
Could it be the man that was just on your screens? Could it be Grubby? So it's not. There's your answer.
You're running out of options.
Yeah.
Here, I mean, FUT have subdued and set themselves to just grass. It's where they smoke actually placed behind it. They can afford to fight heavy towards C.
I mean,
but it's garage that's the issue.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think it's towards C that they're really looking towards. It's FUT trying to gain that extra space through the link position, but everybody's just walking into the setup that GIANTX had. The flash was good by qRaxs. And well, a 2 versus 4 is where it settles right now, but still traps on the site, and qRaxs playing around them as the players go through right into FUT's hands. No way did GIANTX let this slip. Ara with just an op has to somehow get back into the site. No, gets a phantom, and Spike goes down.
Had the stun, still has the slide. It's a reposition garage. He could catch MrFaliN.
But this is out. There was the neon wall, but Ara's going the long way round as the Spike is ticking away. Both players so far away. They've even got the Hunter's Fury in post, which is going to be the ace up the sleeve if it's really needed. A stun as the players peek out, but Ara's got this half. Is there ever a chance that this could end up
thinking? This might be an A play. The drone is going all the way through spawn while westside is fighting for his life on C. Grubby had the ult, fortunately, to join up. Now they can create a huge flank.
Yeah, and now this is where it gets really important, because if FUT win these fights, they're allowed to immediately pivot A, but they've not cleared Cloud. And westside's got one more. That was through middle. And with that spike being known about, FUT are in a precarious situation. How do you even get that spike and get out? That's the question. And I won that they might not have the answer to.
This trade's coming through. Low HP on both GX players. Still, it's absolute pandemonium.
Left.
Finally, we see the defenders back off.
Time.
Ruby at the very least, because Flickless wants to challenge this space.
Through the window, no they don't. Contact in. And I mean, this is basically done unless somehow MrFaliN's able to find Flickless and get to the B site. I mean, with 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1 to get the spike down. Grubby just needs that. Another mid-roll looks to break out. cNed finding the entry towards A as Grubinho answers with 2 of his own. Spike can still be committed there, but let's look at Flickless. He's on site, all alone, and all the players are moving into him. But cNed will catch out the lone site player.
Yeah, Neural Theft comes in and Flickless gets a little bit antsy, steps given away, and cNed capitalizes. Ara has the overdrive to come back into this retake, and the setup's the paranoia.
Straight in. Oh, the players looking to swarm through, but that's a messy one from Ara. Advantage for FUT to capitalise.
That's the kind of position they want to find themselves in, fortify the site through westside's utility. The amount of combos that this team has at their disposal means that they can really burst effectively into the site. If that first wave doesn't work out, could be in trouble.
Drops and GIANTX scaled up somewhat decently through shot, but that paranoia from cNed is absolutely spot on. And so is the pistols. Oh, engaged better. Flickless managing to even it out, and Grubinho unfortunately caught through the 0-point knife from the KO, and Zeus will be able to capitalise off the back of it.
Wingman, is it? No, the plant has been denied. It's a molly lineup flying in from yetujey as well.
Flickless though, he's the one that got 2 on the entry of the round, and it looks like he's going to have to be the one to try and protect this spike as Cloud tries to get it down. Quick pivot though through towards the B site and the teleporter.
To be able to get this plant in. There is no wingman, so Cloud has to commit, and a little bit more time bought through the hesitation. FUT are here.
30 seconds
Flash
left.
as well to set up Flickless!
Then finding all 5 on the pistol. I alluded to it. In that first util dump, if GX aren't able to take
that
the
B long,
important area of the map.
Oh,
nice combo
nice.
from the util, and oh, okay, MrFaliN has managed to escape, and Zeus is the one who finds the paint shells kill.
of course.
The last time we saw them playing Bind, and it gives a lot of comfort to that post plant as well. Westside now has the grab net back up and ready to use as the execution comes in.
MrFaliN solo, looking to retreat, and while the players of FUT want to go and try and investigate towards Lamps, and it ends up in GIANTX's favour. Flickless once again being the hero, and Spike looking to go down.
Left.
Oh, the barrier mesh, the deadlock wall has not spread fully, so the spawn players can get out here and retake 3-on-3.
Yeah, Zeus on the flank is probably the biggest concern for the attack, but the players out of CT met by Ara's rifle. Zeus at the same time, it's both raises doing the work, but instead, yes, once again, it is Flickless. Commits the Viper's Pit because they know they want the bonus round. And in a 2 versus 1, cNed trying to make his way through here. It should be an impossibility, but both players are up close and personal.
It's Ara and Flickless to save the day in the 2v1. Hard done by MrFaliN perhaps there. I don't know if when the nade, sort of the cluster bomb effect, if one of those, you know, paint shells, I guess, went into the TP and it stopped it from doing max damage, but yeah, slight missed wall there, but the lamp space, as I mentioned, set up, but not really getting proactive all too often. They will here, and yetujey finds Flickless. That's the other end. It's all coming in from long.
That was Flickless's first death. As FUT look to get the first round. That's a brilliant showstopper. And Grubinho needs to somehow rescue that spike with no chance in hell.
Okay.
He'll buy himself one.
And even less time.
1 versus 1 against cNed.
10
the opposite
seconds
controller. He's not looking the right way, and steps being held by. Oh!
This Cloud is grouping up behind the wall.
That's a nice grab net, but it actually hasn't caught Zeus. And he was allowed a chance at a second bite of the cherry. Not going to come through, but it's the players still looking on the B side that FUT need to be careful of.
The wingman sent in did not have a spike in its hands, so just a bit of a ruse, buys a bit more attention on the FUT side of things. It's the showstopper to gut out the B side, but still cNed's elbow.
Yeah, that's the worrisome part. Oh, he's going to get a chance to get into sight, especially with this nightfall. All the sound taken offline, and let's look at where this ultimate's going. Nowhere near the Omen, but Flickless is going to deal with it. Trying to bust out of backside. Cloud He's going to get his kill. And FalliN just with a little pocket in which to work. Still hoping that qRaxs will come through with him, but it's qRaxs instead out of nowhere that gets a double.
Flickless is so far ahead of this.
He is. But it's qRaxs, no.
He does to be operating in this area of the map and maybe forcing them into the stack here as xeus has found another opening pick.
Still GIANTX are respecting everything being thrown at them by FUT. I mean, there's a couple of rounds where they've been caught out by Thrifties.
They're liking this heavy short setup, and it's cNed with the Phantom as well. You put a rifle in this guy's hands, it becomes an issue. And he's just about found a way to disengage, but it comes at the cost of HP.
Remember, Flickless is still alive, so that's the worrisome part, and grubinho actually got the smokes through as well. So a little bit of space to work with, but GX aren't happy with that. They're going to try and play to get numbers back on their side.
It might just be time to test that hypothesis. yetujey's dropped the pit, he's on the way through, but so is Flickless. His opposite number has qRaxs dead to right. It's taken out, and now a 2-on-4. grubinho and just Flickless remaining. Is there any chance in hell he can pull this off? It doesn't look all the likely, especially with yetujey so far out of the picture.
I'm not going to lie, I just thought for a moment when Flickless was going to bust through backside, there was going to be a chance he could get the spike back, but I know, the time was far too gone. Far too long gone. That short fight maybe forced a little bit too much by
Nebula
GIANTX.
waiting there as well to just allow them to get into garden. They've used the recall now, but yetujey crossing short. Flickless hasn't seen him.
That's a big timing.
grubinho's walking into trouble here. Melee out. Okay, yetujey.
Ah, nice.
I see the game you're trying to play here. How many more can he get? Oh, it's a second. And it's just
Flickless working on the other side of the map. It means that a 2 versus 2 on this B site is so much more contentious.
You kind of need him to go through the TP and cause a bit of a distraction while the site players are contacting their way out. It's Ara at the front. The Rays head-to-head moments away from coming to fruition. xeus in a strong position. It's Cloud that's going to spot him out. The second is hit. cNed's op spotted by the Dizzy, and all the while, Flickless starting to close the net towards spawn.
It's getting closer and closer. No command being used. You know that means that FUT want to go fast, which means Flickless needs to go fast as well. A great shot by cNed, but he's essentially in a 1 versus 2, and both players are giving him absolutely nothing. He does have 2 smokes and control the spike. He should just get on this at this moment in time, but instead he wants to take the next engagement. He wants to find Flickless and does so. Now onto the spike with a rifle in hand. Opening once again by GIANTX. They look to take this time towards showers. cNed's op's there, and well, the entry being found.
And this is what I was saying. That's how they won Champs 2021. It's the reason why everyone banned it against them.
Players close, hot on the heels as GIANTX try to execute in towards A, but the players aren't checking. Cloud's waiting on the other side of this wall, and xeus gets him. Showstopper out, and GIANTX try to fight forward. They're trying to buy themselves space to get away from the flank, but there's no chance to get the spike back.
One of them missed the FalliN. Doesn't have a Prowler to invest, but does have the ulti. Can very quickly run into a position where he should support short here.
Yeah, well, xeus is the first one in, and well, that ultimate you were talking about earlier, finally invested, actually gets one of the players as Grubby makes to try and get rid of xeus and can't, and well, unfortunately, qRaxs is left to die. Ara now really showing a little bit of slack in the past couple. It needs to be a 1 versus 3, but he shows, and that first shot is deadly. You look at xeus, very low, but can he get through? Can he get by yetujey? He can! 1 to find, and well, cNed's op unfortunately gets denied the angle through Viper utility, and they're just going to bust through straight away with that showstopper.
Now Command has taken it offline though, so Ara, just with the gun in his hands on sight, seems to be enough right now. Flashed off the angle from qRaxs. Westside arriving late as the rest of the players are falling on site. GX whittled down to their final 2. They will head for B as a plan B. The execution just hasn't worked out.
It's the utility right now when you look at how much time GX have to set up on the site. And the fact that FUT are going to be so late to get back to this one. So, plenty of delay, plenty of opportunity. What does FUT do to try and break this down? It looks like they're going to split up into 2 packs.
And for all of the lost post plants that GX had coming in, this is almost ideal conditions. The only thing missing is player numbers. Westside has emptied his pockets, full setup. Knows that with the wall broken, there's at least 1 player coming spawn side. They've got to drop into the sensor here, and that's where both players can look to capitalize. Westside gets both of them. Still needs 2 more, but can't maximum take value. As GX love to play the double setup A, it's proactivity shown B long, quick trade, and FUT looking to make their reaction early.
Yeah, both raises gone off the board, but FUT are walking in towards the deadlocked trap.
This is the pairing. It's Flickless and Westside, but both of them are dead at the hands of qRaxs.
Grubby's went for a TP. He's here quick.
He's opened things up immediately, but they know about Grubby. The shower space is almost surplus to requirements because FUT playing doubled up either side of short. 2 players in lamps ready to take the contact on Cloud.
And Cloud has no flash to get Grubby into sight.
Does have the wingman to clear these close corners. Finally the wee guy comes out, but met with a paranoia and the sinking feeling that this one might be slipping away from GX. Grubby wants to take it from right beneath them, but the floor has fallen out.
First chance to see how GX on a defense with a full buy versus FUT with basically the same thing. It's going to be a decent trade out, but it's just going one better. So he's starting to show what he's made of, but Grubby goes into the smoke at the wrong time, and that's going to be 3 for the...
As I mentioned earlier, MrFaliN, we don't seen too much of his fade so far, and now he's going to need to fully clear the double stacked anchors on A.
Oh, and Westside's not even looking in the right spot as yetujey's the one. We've seen GX come back
11th round.
Yeah, it's deja vu, it feels like, as well. GX are trying to play aggressive on long, but it's like Skittles on a bowling lane. They've been completely knocked down, and FUT are looking to strike this one out.
Yeah, GX are looking like one of those bowling screen animations. It's all a little bit scuffed. No, not enjoying that one.
Nah, I'm not giving you.
Oh, not enjoying that one either.
We'll see where this one ends up, but you basically have your answer here. Is Giants look to gamble on B, but that spike is heading well into A.
Still a sound sensor up in showers, but anyone could have walked past that. It makes little difference. qRaxs, safe in the knowledge that showers is secure, will get the spike down. While his hands are busy, the 2 other players on FUT were searching for an engagement. That was Yetu backside. He doesn't spot it though.
Nice flash, but it's actually qRaxs' flash. There's no way he's escaped with one. No. Oh, what a shot! There's no way, right? Could you imagine?
That's now the ult online for Westside. He can clear a lot of space here, but it's only going to take a pinprick to kill him.
No way. It's just a 1 versus 1 against Zeus, and he's got a Phantom. I can't believe I put this at cNed. Paranoia could be used, but that knife is going to be the information needed, perhaps, to start the engagement. As FUT scale in, qRaxs' flash was brilliant, and it's going to be the case as then the showstopper comes through, and Zeus gets another. FUT don't want to be playing on bind much longer. They're ready to execute right into the A side and execute any resistance in their way.
That GX 3-0 feels like a pipe dream now. It's Flickless and Westside walking away from things with weapons in hand, but little more. MrFaliN will lead the chase. That chase is cast dance of the old FUT. FUT are ready to take yet another map in dominant fashion. The year that BBL start to look like the best team from Turkey, FUT are forced to respond. And with the null command coming in just as soon as Cloud was trying to play for some reconnaissance of his own, he is in so much danger here. Needs grubinho to do something, but the star from the start of the series has been shut up.
It feels as if GIANTX haven't been able to live with FUT since they've got onto bind. It feels as if FUT have had everything that they've needed, as Ara is the only one left here.